What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins offense will have the football first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Washington. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Indiana's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. What a disappointment. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Ray. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Terrapins are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Smith.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fast completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position.
Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, I've seen this kicker make kicks from 50-plus, so I don't think he got all of that. But at the end of the day, who cares? The field goal is good.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Hauls it in.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw again. Got him downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Terrapins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking left. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Catches it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This quarterback has been locked in. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Makes the quick grab. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hoosiers are on the move. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside when that cornerback.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man, it's Webb. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, fourth down.
Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Right on the money. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Oh, what a move. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Got his man. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. There he goes.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Terrapins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Now improvising. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Martin back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hemby.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Shakes off the defender. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Now, a 4th minute.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Martin back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the move. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Run play with the quarterback. Gain of 21 on play.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by